MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the Sunshine State and Marlins Park in Miami. Tonight, it's Wei-Yin Chen gets the starting assignment for the Fish in this matchup. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Takes this the other way to right, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So here in the first inning, the leadoff man's aboard to kick things off. And he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. HR, what's the key for him here tonight?
Well, Matt, they got a great pitcher on the mound, so to me, my philosophy changes when I know he's throwing. I only need a couple runs. So I get that leadoff guy on, I may move him up and drive in a run every time I get an opportunity. And then it just relaxes him on the mound as well, knowing he's got a couple runs early and let him do his thing.
This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Here's Chris Bryant now. Man at first for him following the one-out single. Here comes the first pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Stanton coming on, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. Throw won't get him. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double. Coming to the plate now, Nelson Cruz. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. In time to first, and there are two away. Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Sends that one out of play for strike one. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Now a ball line softly down the left field line. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors, and no one left. Here's D. Gordon now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Fouled back. 1 strike now from Cole. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Whoa, he tried to get a little cute right there. A little 2-strike changeup. He thought he might get a swing and miss, but man, he left that in the zone. He's fortunate that ball didn't leave the park.
On to first is Escobar, 1 away.
Center fielder.
In is Christian Yelich. And into left field for a 1-out hit.
Oh, man, that's a scary one for an infielder. I'm sure he would have loved to make that play, but I think he's still got to be happy just to have all of his team.
Giancarlo Stanton now. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Has a look, now the pitch. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Well, that's not a good pitch for him to hit. Look, this fella's got so much power, but you got to bring the pitch into the zone. Chasing that one there, right there, I'd go back and throw it to him again.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Giancarlo Stanton becomes out number 2 this inning. Justin Bour is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Griffey is there for it. And that ends the inning. So no runs on a hit here. Now at the plate, Corey Dickerson. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
Corey Dickerson.
Well hit to right, but a foul ball. The 0-1 pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. After it is Yelich. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
All right, time for majestic defensive alignment for the Marlins. And in the outfield, Marcell Ozuna. Now, he didn't profile as a guy you put in center field. You look at his body type and go, he can't run, and then he does. He runs everything down. But I also like the fact you can put him anywhere out there because his arm plays. He can throw the ball from any position with all the top guys.
Stanton is right there as he takes it for the second out. The catcher Devin Mesoraco stands in. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one.
I don't know what was going on with him in the first inning. He had a bad first inning. This looks like a totally different pitcher here in the second. Really starting to settle in, really starting to throw strikes.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. On now to the bottom of the second. Santo Domingo is on top here, 2-0. Here's Marcell Ozuna. He'll lead things off against Garrett Cole.
Left fielder, Marcell.
Grounded down the third baseline. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Well, when you lead off an inning, you become the leadoff guy. Get on any way you can. And right there, that little infield single, as innocent as it might look, might start a rally for them. Do anything you can to get on. Well, Matt, as advertised, he's broke out with a good fastball. He likes to pitch out the fastball, but this was in the mid-90s. We'll see him be aggressive most of this game with that fastball.
And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Batting seventh, catcher.
Line to the right side. Cruz is there, one away. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away.
Time for a look at the majestic defensive alignment for the visitors. And I'm looking at Alcides Escobar. I love how this guy plays shortstop. You know, at one time, the Brewers, when they had him in their organization, tried to put him in the outfield. Come on.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Takes a good curveball at the knees.
With two strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute to hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing. Wow, really close pitch on 0-2. That just missed, and if he hits that spot right there again, he might get the call next time.
Martin Prado will see what he can do off the bench as he'll bat with runners at the corners and two gone here. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. 3-2 now.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Marlene Garcia, a southpaw standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen. Dante Bichette will grab a bat and hit. Liner towards second. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Second baseman.
Digging in to try it again. Big Daddy Acevedo. First pitch of the at-bat. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. A runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a liner back through the box. And that'll just elude his outstretched glove for a base hit.
Well, we've always known this guy was a good hitter. You knew he was going to come out of it eventually. Here's another multi-hit game. It's not one hit that gets you out of it, but the multi-hit game. Maybe this is the signs of things to come.
Standing in now, Willie Stargell. Sacrifice attempt here. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chris Bryant. He singled his last time up. And this is pulled hard but foul. Hope they brought their gloves for that one out there.
This is where you got to pitch to the strikeout. Infield's drawn in. You don't want contact. You want to make him swing and miss. Throw the nastiest stuff you have.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Yelich going back on it. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's a 3-0 game. Here's Nelson Cruz now. He'll try to bring in that second run of the inning from third with 2 down. Up high in the air. Number 39 is there for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll move on. Sean Doolittle, a 6'2" left-hander, jogs in to take over on the hill. Striding in once again, D. Gordon. He'll start it out against the closer, Sean Doolittle, who will try to shut the door.
That was a first pitch fastball. He just blew it right by him. You talk about an overpowering fastball working today. He's got a good one going.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. And here's a ball hit in the air. Escobar onto the grass, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Up next for the Marlins, center fielder.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Christian Yelich. He reached on a single in his first try. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now. First pitch on its way. Hit hard to short. On to first, and that's your ball game.
Well, that's a huge win. They came in here and said, hey, we're taking over. And that's exactly what they did. The stronghold is theirs.
And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout. We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. It should be a good conquest matchup tonight between the All-Stars and the Blue Jays. Santo Domingo will look to grow their empire. Coming up next. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was at first. The skipper's out of the dugout, and it looks as though he might decide to challenge that out call.
Yeah, he may, Matt, but I think he'll see what his replay guys think first. Looking at it again, man, I can't tell for sure if he was out or not. Tough call.
Stepping in now, Willie Stargell. And he puts it on the ground to second. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting third baseman.
Here's Chris Bryant now. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Hit on the ground out to short. There to field it is Tulowitzki. On to first, and can you believe it? A 3-pitch inning. And just like that, the side is retired. So it's a 3-up, 3-down opening frame for Francisco Liriano. Now the Blue Jays will get their chance. No score. Juan Marichal, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, H?
Well, Matt, he's got 5 pitches, and I love the fact he mixes them well. And we'll just see if he's on today. That means he's throwing strikes with all of them, and he'll have a dominant game if he does so.
Hit back up the middle. On to first is Escobar, 1 away.
Batting second.
Standing in, Kevin Pillar.
Kevin Pillar.
Into the windup and the pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And that one stayed too low apparently. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Full count. Here it comes. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at bat here. The next 3-2. Oh, and he's going to get rung up on a curveball, and that looked like a questionable strike at best. 2 away.
Batting
Here's the pitch.
First baseman, Kendry Morales.
Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line. Pitch on the way. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. Drilled to the right side. Acevedo on the grass. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on MLB Network. Here's Nelson Cruz now. He'll do battle with Francisco Liriano to get the inning underway.
Nelson Cruz.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground to second. Travis has it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth.
Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop.
Alcides Escobar.
Into the windup and the pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Hit hard up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Well, it looks like just a ground ball base hit in the box scores. But, man, that ball is hit hard up the middle. He's going to do well for himself if he stays consistent and keeps that approach.
Into the box now, Corey Dickerson, as he sends it on the ground to first. Tulowitzki for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. One hit in the inning, but no one left. Now at the plate, Jose Bautista. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
Right fielder.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Strike two called on the inner half, 0-2 now. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. And the changeup just missed the inside corner.
That was a good changeup right there. It just missed. But even better take for him to lay off it because it had the great movement, and he laid off it even with 2 strikes.
And he'll have himself a leadoff single as this is through into left.
That is a great 2-strike approach. Spread his legs out, kept the hands back, and just punched the ball through for a ground ball base hit.
Troy Tulowitzki is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. Here's the 1-0 offering now to Tulowitzki. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. The 1-1 pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Working for the punch out and the offering. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Cruz going back on it, and this one is gone. A home run.
Well, he clearly didn't miss that pitch. He's so strong. If you look at the extension on that ball, he just really muscled that ball to the ballpark when it comes down to it.
High in the air out to center field. Dickerson patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
Batting 7.
Russell Martin now.
Russell Martin.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball one.
Never fun to see a pitch come up and in, but obviously not being a fastball, he didn't mean anything by it.
Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. Ball 2.
Now that was a good pitch to lay off. When it starts on the outside half of the plate, that slider right there, you know it's going to continue to run off the plate.
And Martin swings and misses that time on a good pitch, and he's gone on strikes for out number 2. So stepping in, Chris Coughlin will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. In there for strike 1. And here's a curveball that just about got away as it misses inside for a ball. And this is chopped foul near the plate, and the count will move to 1-2 now.
Well, that's back-to-back breaking balls. He's able to foul that one off. Will they come back with a third?
Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. Pulled toward right center field. Dickerson's there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this. Stepping into the box, Ken Griffey. 7, 8, 9, bottom of the order set to go here in the third. This is line to left. And that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
Well, Matt, we've watched some struggle early, but you always talk about it.
The catcher, number 39, Devin Mesoraco.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. Oh, 1 count and the pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. Pilar has it in his sights. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Batting 9th, catcher
Dante Bichette will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. That one is out of here. This game is tied.
Yeah, and as we take a look at it on replay, you can see this thing was gone from the second it left his bat. A thunderous shot that dang near gave the pitcher a little whiplash. Challenged him with a fastball and lost big time.
1 out, nobody on. Ground ball sent back up the middle. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The left fielder, number 8, Willie
Digging in to
Stargell.
try it again. Willie Stargell. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Line towards center field. Pilar will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. Ezekiel Carrera will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. Kelvin Herrera, 5'10" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Up next
From the stretch, Devin Travis is at the plate as he looks at ball 1.
When you've got a guy that throws a good 2-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
That is a filthy combination. High 90s with the fastball, and then that nasty curveball. It's almost unhittable, almost unfair to the hitter.
Here's another 1-2. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Center fielder, number 11,
Kevin Pilar is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Cruz giving chase. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So they go quietly here in this half inning. 3 innings complete, and we are tied 2-2. Ryan Tepera, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound.
52, Ryan
Riding in.
Leading off for the All-Stars, third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike.
Well, he was clearly looking for a fastball right there, and that slider got right to him, went whoop, slid to the side, and as a result, you got an ugly swing and miss.
Now a pitch swung on and grounded out to Tulowitzki at shortstop. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
The right fielder, number 17, Nelson Cruz.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nelson Cruz comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Line to the right side. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Digging in for his second at-bat, Alcides Escobar. He singled his last time up. And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Hard hit ball to second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Here's Kendrys Morales. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. And then that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yes.